welcome back to my channel. Today's video is chronic illness essentials. So yeah, I've got everything kind of like spread out on my bed right now, and I'll go through it one by one. I've kind of just searched the house for stuff. I'm thinking like, what do I use? Like, what can I? So it's not just like 3 things, there is quite a few. So first thing is heat. I think you call this heat therapy. I'm not exactly sure because I've never used that term before. So hot water bottles, or the cuddlies that you get that you put in the microwave, and sometimes they smell like lavender and stuff to help you sleep as well. So this one's called Hootie. I can't even, there you go. It's a lifesaver. It's not just mine, the whole family use it for everything. They just steal it all the time, but this is absolutely great. It does get quite hot when you first take it out of the microwave, so you've got to be careful with it, and the same with hot water bottles. But this one's got a really cute cover on it. These are honestly so helpful, especially if you have multiple, because if you have chronic pain, you know that you can get pain in different areas all at the same time. So I'll be there with this on my shoulder and this on my hip, and it's quite good if you have more than one thing. I do have another microwave one. I have a dog that I don't know where it is. So heat therapy is essential. I've seen people have the heat mats where you actually plug it in, and then it's a more surface area. You can fit it over like both your hips at the same time, or your back or something. I might look into getting one of them, but for now these are good, especially because you can heat it up right before you're leaving if you're going in the car or something, or going out for a walk, and it stays warm for quite a while as well. Right, next thing is a diary or a planner. Is absolutely great if you want to write down anything. A lot of time my doctor said to keep track of things, so keep track of when you use the toilet, how often, how much, when you eat, what you eat. Symptom tracker is a massive one, so that's what mainly this is, and this is from more last year, I think. Yeah, so I really filled this up when I remembered to. If I would have a headache or a migraine, I would write it in, so then I could count back and see how many days I had it for. And you can also think of like triggers or other symptoms that came along with the headache, and it's great for when you have doctor's appointments and you want to I can't think of the word for it, relay everything back to them. Just, you know, tell them what's been going on. My case was my stomach playing up. I've got I do like a little BM, which means bowel movement, so it's disgusting, but I have to keep track of it. Then I can see that, oh, I've gone this many days without, or this was the last time, and then I know, at that point I would know whether to take medication for. I've got some doctor's notes in here. It's great as well for when you have a phone call appointment and you can scribble stuff down what's being said, because with chronic illness you get really bad brain fog sometimes. So you'll be on the phone to your doctor and it will just go in one ear and out the other, and they will say something and you'll be like afterwards, oh. I know that happens to me a lot, especially with one of my doctors. He seems to email and ring me up with the same conversations we had before because I just forget that we had them. That's that. So pain relief stuff, as well as like the medication that you've been prescribed to take towards certain symptoms. Other things, first of all, Feminax it's targeted towards period pain, but it works so well. It works great with migraines and headaches and everything, and I love it so much. I also take Neurofen migraine pain tablets. They're also really good. I don't know where they are, but yeah. So ibuprofen gel, this is just the Boots branded ibuprofen gel, works really well. I get really bad pains down my legs sometimes. They can either be one leg or both, or switch, or, you know, from my waist downwards. It is like rolling around crying in pain kind of pain, and this is really helpful for that. Another thing is massaging. So a lot of the time when I get the pains down my legs, I will get my mum to give me a massage on my legs and my feet, and it honestly, it does help. It does relieve some of it. Same as, wait, this is more like a natural pain relief thing. So massages and rolling out your muscles also helps a lot. Back to these heat patches. This box is actually empty because my mum has been stealing all of them. These are really good, except for the fact that you can't sleep with them on. Anyway, Cool and Soothe migraine strips. These are great. These are really fun to just play with as well. It's not what you're supposed to do with them, but it's just like the sticker with this like jelly stuff on it, and put it on your forehead, and it does work really well. They do fall off eventually, like when they kind of lose their initial effect of it and it doesn't become as sticky anymore. They're great. They're also not that expensive as well. I thought they were going to be quite a lot. So pain relief like these is really great. So to help with your joints, if you have joint issues, or even just like, yeah, another way to help pain is supports. So these are knee supports. You can tell one's older because it's quite dirty looking now. And then I've got wrist supports. These ones I actually got from the hospital for a problem with my wrists. I'm not sure how you would buy these ones with the metal in them, because I know you can get other ones from the pharmacy. I'll you know what, I'll do that. I will do a story time about the issue with my wrist, because I think that'll be quite interesting, because it's kind of a rare thing. I don't know what I'm saying now, I'm so fucking tired. These are great. So when I do have the issue with my wrist, I'll put these on, and it does help with the pain because it keeps your wrist in one position, and then if you were to lift anything or carry anything, it does take a bit more pressure off of it. Knee supports, I don't have any ankle supports. Even though I do have a lot of issues with my ankles, I haven't got any. This one is really, really dirty. I don't have any others, I don't think, but whatever works for you, whatever your pain is, whatever doctors suggest to you, supports are really good. Alright, next thing is Fidgets and stay still. Fidgets and Distractions. That said them the wrong way around. I got this recently because I've seen everyone having them, and then I went to a farm fair, and this was a better prize than, I don't know, some fairy wand strapped to a piece of cardboard. You know, the really cheap ones, you get the fact, yeah. So got this. It's not got the same kind of base as a lot of the ones you see. I have this, and I have a pea pod popper thing, which is also really good, and I don't know where it is. I'm really sad about that. But Fidgets are honestly really good, especially with nausea. If you just have something to do to like keep your hands busy, it is quite a good distraction. Also iPhone games or phone games, colouring book or puzzle books. So for this, I don't think I've actually done any of this. Something's not right. I don't know what it is. Something doesn't feel right, but I can't make out what it is. I can't tell if my face is flushing or it's sunburnt as well. But who knows, especially with nausea and pain as well. Distractions is a massive thing. When pain meds aren't working, or you've already taken your anti-sickness and you have to wait another 6 hours until you can take your next one, then these things are great. I forgot to get these out. So next up is some food things. These are ginger nut biscuits, and ginger is honestly one of the most like talked about helpful things for nausea. Obviously when you get really sick, you don't want to actually stuff your face with food, so even just nibbling it, or it sounds disgusting, but honestly just sucking on it sometimes, because it still has the flavour of the ginger, they are again a massive thing. Mints, these These aren't actually my go-to. My go-to are Mint Imperials, but only the Tesco branded ones. But they stopped doing them. They just discontinued them. Like, they never were on the shelf anymore at the Tesco's near me, and we would keep going down and we were looking for the label, and they just took them away. And they were the only ones that like worked or I like the taste of. And when you feel really sick, it's a big deal about the stuff that you eat and the food that you're around. Mints, chewing gum. Before I got my braces, I could have chewing gum. That was a massive thing to help with nausea. But the only issue with the chewing gum is, especially if you're chewing it on an empty stomach, it can sometimes make you feel more sick if you've chewed it for quite a while. It was the only way that I could eat food at that point. So I was chewing the chewing gum and then I could eat something. And then as soon as I stopped eating, I had to chew it again because I felt so sick. And that's also another distraction, I think, is the constant chewing. Another massive one which I swear by, if anyone asks how can I help my nausea, I will be ice straight away. Ice is the go-to. I don't know about anyone else, but it is the only thing that works for me. It works for me better than anti-sickness tablets sometimes. So just get a bowl of ice cubes, and if you just suck on the ice cubes until they dissolve into nothing, and it's not like drinking water. Drinking water makes me feel sick when I'm really bad, but ice cubes doesn't, I think, because of the temperature of it, and also it's not a big amount. Also ice lollies, you know, you can get, I'm really fucking out of breath again. You can get the ice lollies that you make yourself. We literally just make them with water. So it lasts longer sometimes than the ice cubes, but also have that over a bowl because it will melt really quickly. So ice lollies, ice cubes are good. Flavoured ice lollies are good as well, unless the flavouring makes you feel more sick, so I can't have orange flavouring stuff. I was in hospital once and I asked for ice and they didn't have any ice. The only thing they had was an orange flavoured ice lolly, which made everything worse, but you know, it was, they tried. Straws. These are ones that I've taken off of 40-sip bottles that I used to have because they've kind of stopped doing plastic straws, haven't they? I don't know if you can still get them in shops, but plastic straws, for so many reasons. There is a thread somewhere on Instagram. If I've saved it, I'll try and find it, but there is a thread that talks about all the reasons why disabled people need plastic straws for loads of things. For me, it was when I was bedbound, like to a point where I had to be in a certain position. If I was to drink, I would probably spit it down myself, and also your arms can go weak enough that you can't even hold a drink. So straws are especially the ones with the, like, is it would you call this concertina stuff on the straws? Yeah, anyway, the ones that can bend and stretch and whatever else. If you're able to use them, bottled water is so much better for so many reasons with keeping your fluid intake up, because I'm a nightmare for drinking water. Every doctor's appointment, they were like, what's your fluid intake? And it would always be absolutely shit. The bottles where it has the times, the drinks that say keep going, drink more, they are also great, especially if you make it like a competition thing. But then again, don't push yourself, don't force yourself to drink loads of water, especially if you know that your body can't handle that much amount of water in one go, which mine especially can't a lot of the time. So having a bottle of water in your room, by your bed, in bed with you, like next to you while you're watching a film or something, if you just kind of keep it in your hand and then you'll keep drinking it without even thinking about it, and then you up your fluid intake much easier. Pillows. I'm just showing this one because it's cute. So this is Squishmallow, but pillows, lots of them. When I couldn't lie flat and I couldn't sit upright, so I was like kind of like leaning like this in bed, and I had 4 or 5 pillows propping me up to keep me there, and just stuff to keep you propped up is really great, especially pillows to help with your neck support. I don't have them. Oh, it's like a pregnancy pillow, but I've seen people say they're amazing and I'm honestly considering it. I'm so tired, but I'm feeling okay, and I know tomorrow that I might not, so I am filming this now. Calendar, pill tray, something is great. The only downside is at the end of the week you have to sit there and refill it all, and I find it easier to know when I next need to order my tablets is when I have them on the packets in the boxes, because I can just count easier and see. I don't know, it works differently for everyone, but these are definitely great with brain fog or forgetting if you've taken your medication. So I have some, so like one of my tablets, if I took 2 of them, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Another one of them, if I did take 2 by accident, it would have more of an effect, and I really shouldn't do that. You don't want to have taken them and then taken more than you should, or you don't want to have not taken them but think you have and then you don't because you need to take your medication. These are really good, and this one's really pretty because it's colourful as well. Last thing, I hope, because I'm so fucking tired, a chronic illness hospital buddy teddy bear. So this is George. He's come to all my operations with me. This tag, you can see how old it is. The nurses wrote George on it. This was from a surgery when I was 4. And then this one is from one in 2019, and they've put my name and then George on there again. So these are like 12 years apart. They also put some tape over him as an eye patch because my surgery has involved an eye patch. And then he's only got 3 actually. He's got ECG stickers and a Holter monitor sticker on him because we had spare. My mum said I should probably send them all back with the monitor, but they wouldn't have known the difference if I had swapped the monitor stickers on myself or put it on a bear, so put it on a bear. And I think the fact that he comes with a dressing gown is fitting for the whole hospital vibe of living in pyjamas, basically. Having a little hospital buddy is great. I've got a tourniquet that a A&E nurse gave me that I was going to put on him, but I don't know where that's gone, and that's not something you're going to find easily. To make it, it's kind of like, it is a reminder of what you've gone through, but it's also quite comforting at the same time. My god, I've been talking for quite a while. No wonder my throat is hurting, my neck. Yeah. Anyway, that is my chronic illness essentials. The stuff that I could think of or find. I feel bad for him being on the floor. This is it. I'm gonna drink this and try not to fall asleep. It's only 9:30. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. If you have any of these or any that I didn't mention that you find helpful, then comment below, share them with each other. We can help each other out with things, because we may have things that some people didn't think of or didn't realise, and they can be really beneficial to them. So, see you later.